these guitars are old Silvertones with amp-in case. And the reason we brought them is they are super cool, they are super vibey. You can find pictures of Jimmy Page playing them and a few other rock artists back in the day. And these are only like $700 or $800 because of the condition.
A little more.
You can get it. You think you get $1,000 for that?
2 pickups, clean tremolo.
I already paid $250.
Eesh. Don't owe you a dime.
I'm not telling you which one is mine, but the whole point is, you don't have to spend a fortune to get a cool guitar, especially today. You know, all of these guitars, the Stratocaster, which is over there someplace.
$100 increments.
Yeah, you can buy a guitar that looks like that for $100, $300, $500. You do not have to get into big wood to spend big wood. There's so many great guitars out there under $1,000. There's also a whole lot of really cool used guitars. Okay, there's used and there's vintage. Vintage always, when you hear the word vintage, it definitely adds to the cost. Not necessarily the value, but the cost. And when you hear the word used, it's used. I mean, what's the difference between a new Les Paul and a used Les Paul? Which one do you like the feel of better? Is the new Les Paul built better? In many cases, yes. But if you find a used one, and it just like, there's guitars he will not play because of the neck. He just won't even go near them. But if I found him an old Les Paul with a baseball bat neck, I'd have to fight him for it.
Yeah, you'd have to wrestle it away from me. It's a matter of taste. You play enough of them. But yeah, names like Gibson, Fender, Martin, Guild, a lot of these companies that have been making guitars for a long time. As far as quality of manufacturing, I think they're all good. And it's a matter of taste. Sometimes they're made a little bit differently in one era or another era, but you can't go wrong with any of them. They're all excellent instruments. And that's why you can buy a 30-year-old Les Paul and it be relevant today. Try and, go ahead and use a 10-year-old cell phone, and your friends will laugh at you. But if you have a 10-year-old Les Paul, your friends will be envious of you.
30-year-old Cadillac is falling apart, Actually, a 30-year-old Les Paul is worth more than a 30-year-old Cadillac.
Chances are.
So we wanted to point that out, that this business is not just about vintage.